This broadcast is streamed and produced by Midnight Sports and is not affiliated with any hockey organization, club, or team. Midnight Sports is comprised of hockey parents who stream games for friends and family who cannot attend the games in person.
Sees the Stars have to reset. Murphy does exactly that. Murphy able to work that puck up to Blahnik. Blahnik sends that wide back toward Murphy. Murphy in deep. Tries to find Gitman. Calling for it is Bizarro. Bizarro fires that in. He shoots. He scores.
To the near corner. Bousey picks up the puck there. Throws it toward the slot. Just out of the reach of two Stars players. But it will be Viscoso firing in. That puck's deflected down and in. That's the Stars goal. Hawks control. Schulman bodies his man there. Blackhawks in for support. O'Connor now for the Stars. Side of the cage. Throws that across. Rolling puck still loose. It's tapped up and in. That's a Stars goal. The Stars score and tie this one up. And just like that with two. Well, hello, and welcome on in to the E.J. Memorial, Al Murray, that is, Memorial Skating Rink here up in Yonkers. We asked today for this exhibition between the New York Stars and the South Westchester Blackhawks 15 UAA team that you bear with us. Our connection just a little bit spotty from up here in Yonkers, but we're going to do our best to bring this game to you right here on Midnight Sports. The Blackhawks come in 2-6-1 with a recent tie against the Stars last weekend at Abe Stark. And you saw that game right here on Midnight Sports last Sunday, and the Blackhawks had a win just before that game over the Long Island ranked 16U A team by a score of 6-0. Losses to Team Philadelphia Genesis and the Delco Phantoms round out the month of September for the Blackhawks. The Stars, of course, tied that game against the Blackhawks, had a heartbreaking 1-0 loss against the Great Neck Bruins on the Saturday before that. So they're going to look to try and take this season series in what's turned out to be the rubber match between these two teams. This is an exhibition game on a September day at the indoor-outdoor rink of E.J. Murray. Some hard-working compressors under that ice, keeping it nice and slick out there. 3 minutes on the warm-up board. We're going to give you an extended look in at warm-ups from up here in Yonkers. And then we'll be back, of course, with period one between the Stars and the Blackhawks. This is Midnight Sports.
Close to defeat, dreaming through the shadow, gotta compete. All the fire, I know we're free. Heroes fight under the darker lights. Echoes of victory in the dead of night. Streaming battle songs, scream so bright. Living legend shining never bright. Midnight sports under a digital moon. Streaming live feels like the truth. Champions rise in the heat of a tune. In the arena, and the stars so aloof. Let's go! So aloof. So aloof.
All right, folks, we're ready to roll here from EJ Murray. We're going to try this feed. If it doesn't work, we're recording. And so 15 minutes on the board. We're ready to roll. Stars win that face-off backward through Russo. Speaker in net for the Stars. Blackhawks control in the neutral zone, but they're offside quickly. And so with 14:51 left to go here in the first period of this exhibition, it's a quick face-off. We'll do it all over again just outside the Stars zone as the puck is being picked up now. Dropped again. Blackhawks will control at center ice. They'll scoot it all the way across the rink, and Adamek leans on his man there. Stars will go point to point with their defenders, work it up through Kocher. Kocher on the puck, tries to work that in deep. Instead, the Blackhawks will turn with it and send it up the ice in the neutral zone. They gain some speed there, and they'll dump on in, go for a partial change. It's Murphy leaned on at his own wall, but works that over toward Ramos. Now comes all the way out of the zone. Blackhawks will have to reset. It's a puck that sits in the zone momentarily, and then we do get a stoppage as the Blackhawks once again offside with 14:19 left to go in this opening frame. Well, we can't thank you enough for joining us here from EJ Murray as these two teams meet again after their 2-2 tie at Abe Stark last weekend. Blackhawks control. Blonick leans into his man there. Blackhawks will throw it all the way across the slot. And now it'll be the Stars retrieving deep in their own zone. Stars with the puck, worked up strong side by the Stars, but without possession. That dump-in attempt hits the linesman. The Stars jam it up at their own blue line. Can't be dug out at first by the Blackhawks. Second try, though, sees that puck dumped in deeper. Turning for the puck is Viscoso in his own end. He's going to jam it around all the way toward Bergman. Bergman on the puck. He's going to thread that to the far side of the ice, hit his man. Bouncing puck comes all the way up to the far point, not out. Feathered in on Speaker. He's going to jump on that one as it had bounced up in front. That's a shot on goal for the home team, but nothing more with 13:38 left to go here in the first. Well, it'll be a face-off to Speaker's right here for the home team in their defensive zone. Clean win there by the Stars. Up to the top of the circle, bouncing puck. Shepherded just to the side, comes out front. Stars get a few sticks on it, and no shot was incoming. Stars now trying to work this out of their zone deep as they feather up to the near half wall and across. A nice breakout play for the road team in their Navy Blues. Coming all the way into the offensive zone there was Polyakov. Puck taken off his stick at the last second. Gitman now pulls the puck into the offensive zone. A nice stick lift. He's in tight. Shot doesn't connect all the way in. Stars will have to work deep. They work it over to the far half wall in the offensive zone. A nice breakout play by the Blackhawks. Sees them come the other way, that is, with 2 minutes gone here in the first. Now turning forward is Ramos. He's able to dig it on the backhand over to a teammate, and it'll be the Stars skating the other way with the puck. They don't gain the line just yet. That puck's going to saucer enough, and icing's going to be waved as the Blackhawks retrieve right in front of the camera well. They try to fire it up, but it's picked off by the Stars. Shot in, and that one is deflected wide. A nice save there by the Blackhawks netminder. Stars still with the puck, this time at the end boards. They throw it to the slot. Look out, shot in, hits a body in front. Fauci was looking for more there, and it was a nice shot block by the Blackhawks, and now it's a 2-on-1. The other way. Blackhawks have it. They throw it in front. Speaker snaps those pads down, and the shot goes wanting anyway. It's the Blackhawks trying to find some time and space, but instead it's the Stars getting it up to the blue line and out of the zone. Blackhawks take over once again. They'll dump in and give chase far side of the ice. Fauci first to this puck at his own corner. He takes a hit there against the boards. He does enough, though, to jam up the puck for some support from a teammate, and Fauci gets it back on the backhand, then the forehand, chips it out of the zone. The Blackhawks fire it right back up in front of the Stars bench. They had to be careful, did the road team, not to take it too many men, but here we go. It's Murphy all the way in, he shoots, he scores! Braden Murphy all the way in and home there, and that's the Stars goal. Just like that, the Stars able to fire it on past and take the early lead in this one with 11:44 remaining in the first. It's Murphy finding the back of the net on a broken play for the Stars, but they pushed forward and found Pater. Doing faceoff, sees a clean win there by Russo back to Viscoso. Viscoso in his own zone. He's going to chip that up all the way across. It looks like the end line should go for an icing. It does. But it's the Stars with the early lead. The defensive zone draw coming up with 11:35 remaining to go here in the first. It's Stars 1, Blackhawks nothing. Now it'll be Russo again, this time at the far dot in his own zone. On his strong backhand, wins it over to the half wall once again cleanly. Stars trying to pump that puck up and out of the zone. Blackhawks have two players in the way, and those players able to jam up any zone breakout. Russo's going to try the far side of the ice. Bouncing puck hits the back of the cage. Coronati now with some help from Russo. Works that up to Kocher. Kocher up to Russo once again. It was nearly a beautiful play. Good stick work there by Adamek. Jams up the zone breakout. That puck had stayed in the zone momentarily, and now Russo delays, works his way toward the slot. On the forehand, he shoots in. Bouncing puck saved nicely by the Blackhawks, and they'll come the other way. Will the Blackhawks with some speed. They shoot in on Speaker. He's just going to flick that up into the netting to buy his team some time to change with 52 I should say, left in the first. It's a shot by the home team on goal. Get those goals fixed for you here in just a moment. It is Stars 1, Blackhawks nothing. Don't mind the guy operating the scoreboard. I know him well. Sometimes he doesn't pay attention. In any event, that face-off goes behind the Stars net. Of course, the joke there is, folks, I am operating the scoreboard. In any event, it's the Stars with the puck in their defensive zone. They feather it up to the blue line, but not out. Shot comes in. Speaker able to glove that aside and save the follow-up. That's two shots on goal by the home team, but the Stars control. They work that up to their own blue line. Some good passing off the board. Sees the Stars connect. They'll fire that one in. Goes wide of the cage. Bergman sets up shop right at the top of the blue paint. O'Connor trying to work over two Blackhawks men there. Able to avoid the first, but not the second. Now the Blackhawks emerge with the puck. They'll take it all the way down the ice. And Ramos, first to it at the end boards. He's got two home team men on him. As they'll cycle the puck low, will the Blackhawks. They work it up to the blue line and keep it there. Look out. Slapper comes in. Speaker in front. Kicks it aside. And he stretches for it. He's able to keep that puck out. It sits behind the net. And now the Blackhawks look to fire in once again. The Ice Monster gobbles up that shot. Bouncing puck, top of the near circle. Stars control. They get it out of the zone. And now they'll come the other way. It's the Stars on the puck looking for that pass. It was a good stick lift there by the Blackhawks that cut out the threat. It was Bolonic for O'Connor, but the Stars retreat. Bolonic on the forehand tries to go around his man. And it will be the Stars having to reset through the captain. Dumping right back in was Ramos. Blackhawks will control, but it cut out the threat long enough for the Stars to get back. Under 10 minutes here from E.J. Murray in period number 1. Ramos back, steers his man wide, and now it's the Stars trying to collect the puck at the side of their cage. Some fast play here on a beautiful September evening from Yonkers, and the Stars will have to circle back at their end boards to try and clear the zone. They work it to some open ice, near side of the ice. Stopping and dangling are the Stars, working it up to the blue line. Ooh, a seeing eye pass connects for the Stars. Into the offensive zone they come, all the way across, stick to side there by the Blackhawks. Follow-up goes wanting, and so it will be the Blackhawks emerging with the puck. Bit of a crunch there at the far half wall. The Blackhawks retain possession. Try to throw it across. Hits a Stars skate, and the Stars will escape the zone with it. Bouncing puck comes into the neutral zone, controlled by the Blackhawks momentarily. It's Ramos without a stick. Tries to body his man. Shot in on Speaker. He kicks that aside. Puck sits on the back of the cage as the players jostle forward, and we do get a stoppage in play as that puck was hung up on the outside of the twine with 8:27 left to go in the first. Well, shot 7-3 in the Blackhawks' favor, but it must be said, Stars with the better chances thus far. Just 6.5 minutes into this game. And the scoreboard in the important columns shows just that. Now the Stars, another clean win, this time by Bolognic, but it's the Blackhawks emerging with it in the slot. They fire in. Speaker gobbles that one up with the chest protector. And we'll get another stoppage with 8:20 left to go here in the first. Should be a face-off to Speaker's left. The Stars with some real jump after sitting in traffic on 87. Felt like an hour or so getting up here. Of course, the trip's worth it. It's a beautiful rink. As the Blackhawks have the puck, it's kicked aside by Speaker once again. Stars need to clear the zone here after several attempts by the Blackhawks. Blackhawks still have it. They're down low on Speaker, and they were worked over to the corner by the Stars. Good defensive work by Coronati as the Stars again look to emerge with it, but the Blackhawks have it on the forehand. That puck's going to be dumped in deeper. It's now Coronati trying to feather that up to the point, and he'll settle that shot down. Never got through. Not out just yet. Here come the Stars now through center ice at the logo. They try to dump in. It was a stick lift that prevented that big dump in, but Adamick tries to work his man over. Can't quite get him as Viscoso gets back in a hurry and runs his man into the Stars bench. Oh, boy, Nico Viscoso absolutely cutting out the threat there. Stars, though, can't quite get the puck out of their zone. They're all alone in the slot. They shoot in on Speaker. He gets a big leg pad out. Ensuing shot comes up into the glove. Not sure how that happened. Looked like he karate chopped it out of the air. But in any event, 7:24 left to play here in the first. It'll be a defensive zone draw for the Stars. Now Blackhawks peppering the Stars' goal right now, trying to get that goal back from Murphy. But the Stars standing tall in their own zone thus far. Now the Stars near circle. That puck's dropped, swiped up to the blue line and out. Blackhawks control at center ice. Stars line up at their own blue line to prevent the dump in. They do so, and the Blackhawks will have to clear the offensive zone so as not to be offside. They do that. Blackhawks will dump in once again, and Schaefer bodies his man over at the far corner. He does well not to take a penalty there. Nearly a retaliation call on the Blackhawks, but the Stars break out. Stars through center ice. All the way into the offensive zone comes O'Connor. That drop pass connects, and the shot's turned aside. Now the Blackhawks will fire that all the way down. We'll see what the call is here. Perhaps it was a retaliation call with 6:51 left to go. It does look like the Blackhawks will go to the box here for roughing. And so the Stars up a goal, about to be up a man for the next 2 minutes, or maybe fewer if they have their druthers on this far circle offensive zone draw. Now Stars in their road navy blues coming at your television screen here for the first period. Just waiting for the penalty to be put up on the board. There it is. And we're ready to roll. Blackhawks win that faceoff. They fire it all the way around, but keeping the zone is Gitman. Gitman on the puck. Dances into the top of the near circle. That puck's worked all the way over to the far side, but without Stars control at first. Bolognic settles it down, works it back up to Murphy. Murphy over for Gitman. Gitman with a little bit of space at this near circle. Drop pass on up back to Murphy. Murphy walks the blue line, and a slap pass down to Gitman. Gitman shoots off the glove of the Blackhawks netminder. He does well. No call coming here on what could have been a hook on the Stars. Onward we play. Now the Stars at the near circle, firing it across, nearly tapped home by Bolognic. Instead, the Stars will have to reset. It's the Stars now working that across for Gitman again. That Murphy to Gitman connection working well so far. It's Kocher right under the camera well here, able to control the puck. He leaves it there for Gitman, gets it back, and sends it right back toward Gitman. Gitman's going to have to dig this off the inboards. In for support was Bergman at first. Now Murphy on the puck, works it back for Gitman. Still a minute left to go on this man advantage as Murphy settles it down, sends it back to Gitman. Gitman's side of the ice, works it over to Kocher, and that puck just sits near the blue paint. Stars can't quite pull the trigger, and when they do, it's saved once and twice, and now the Blackhawks in to let Gitman know how they feel about it. And so we'll see as the Blackhawks parents do not like it, and it looks like it'll be Gitman to the box after a couple of shots from the Stars, and then an extra shot in the blue paint. Well, the officials walk Gitman on over to the box. Might be 4-on-4 here, as Gitman's going to go for what looks to be roughing. 2 minutes. We'll see. Hard to see the penalty boxes from here to see how many Stars players in the box. But regardless, this should be a defensive zone draw for the Stars. And we'll see. 4 Stars on the ice, 4 Blackhawks on the ice as skaters. Of course, 5 aside if you include the goalies. Looks like it will be a 2-minute minor to Gitman for the after action in front of the Blackhawks net. 4-on-4 hockey for 47 seconds here as the Stars win that faceoff and work it behind their net. They'll chip that off the glass out of the zone. And now Schulman on the forecheck tries to take the puck off his man. Hauled down was the Blackhawks man, but legally so, according to the officials. Now the Stars work it up to the near point. Blackhawks dump in once again. Stars look to take over. A lot of ice out there right now with the 4-on-4 hockey for another 22 seconds. This is now the Stars trying to work that puck out across the zone. It's the Blackhawks firing that wide of the cage, and they retrieve it at the near point and dump on in. Blackhawks still on the puck in the near corner. In another 8 seconds, they'll have an extra skater out there as that puck comes out toward the side of the cage. Bodying his man there is Coronati, and taking it off him are the Stars. Stars fire that up to the point all the way out. Shouldn't be an icing there as it's touched up by the netminder of the Blackhawks, but it shouldn't have been an icing in the first place as it had just gone past the Blackhawks man. This one will go for an icing. Well, honestly, spin the wheel right now as to what's going to go for an icing on this nice September evening. But the Stars, the beneficiary of the non-icing call just a moment ago, and the Blackhawks, the victim of the same, with 4.5 minutes left to go here in the first. 53 seconds left to go on the man advantage for the Blackhawks. Well, it's Fauci at the near dot, wins that forward, but without possession. The Blackhawks look to take over. A good penalty-killing face-off there by Fauci. And then jamming in there was Schaefer, and he's going to hold that puck against the boards as long as he can. The Blackhawks able to separate him eventually and gain the neutral zone. The Blackhawks all the way into the offensive zone. They fire that in. Speaker just blockers it aside. And onward we play here as this puck comes all the way back down. This time it is for an icing with 4:03 remaining to go in the first. 26 seconds left to go on the man advantage for South Westchester. Well, it's an exhibition, folks, so 3 periods, 15 minutes a pop. Still 34 minutes left to go in this game. And it'll be Fauci at the far circle. Ties up his man at the dot, but the Blackhawks emerge with it at the far point. Stars able to get a stick in the way. It was Schaefer who had cut out the threat initially. Bouncing puck is chipped up and out of the zone, this time by Fauci. He gets on his horse on the forecheck. Blackhawks first to it. They rack that puck up to the neutral zone, but no farther. Settling that puck down is the captain as he dumps it in deeper. Ramos gives chase. He's got Fauci in for support. The Stars get back in a hurry so as not to give up an odd man rush. That breakout pass goes wanting. The Stars dump in once again, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. That's a clean penalty kill there for the New York Stars. It's the Blackhawks emerging with the puck in the neutral zone. It's swiped farther, but not all the way out. And Briscoe bodies his man, and Fauci does the same as that puck comes into the offensive zone, sits at the blue line. It had to be tapped out. It's Fauci, though, drawing a penalty there with 3:11 left to go in the first. Fauci on the back check, bodied at the blue line, and it looks like it's going to be 2 minutes for cross-checking. And so this is turning into a game of special teams early on here in the first period. It'll be a face-off for the Stars. Up a goal, up a man for the next 2 minutes. And the face-off will be in the offensive zone. And it'll be Bergman. Try and win this face-off. It's got Kocher in the slot. Blackhawks take that face-off behind their own net. Kocher on the forecheck forces the early pass, and Schulman able to dump that in just a bit deeper. Blackhawks control once again. They dangle there. It's Kocher, and now Bergman separating his man from the puck. Fired in high of the cage. It'll be Bolonic to try and take over. Far side of the ice. Bolonic works that on over for Murphy. Murphy walks the blue line, passes it over for Schulman. Schulman surveys his options, goes off the board there for Kocher. Kocher back to Schulman. A lot of Stars in the same place there, but the rolling puck comes to Kocher. He fires in, he shoots, he scores! Oh! with the goal. And just like that, it's Stars 2. We'll see if we get that replay working. Nope, replay's not going to be happening tonight, folks. Sorry for that. But all's well that ends well for the Stars on that power play goal with 2:32 left to go here in the first. It's Stars 2. Blackhawks 1. Kocher with power play score on the wrister. It was a top shelf shot. Pretty easy to call that one, bar down. Well, ensuing face-off back to 5-on-5 hockey. It'll be Shulman at the dot. Wins that forward. Blackhawks chip it back to their own blue line and control. The Blackhawks trying to work that puck up past their blue line. Bodying his man there was Gitman. Fresh out of the box. He's ready to roll, of course. Trying to take a little sting from that penalty box and put it back into the game. Gitman controls. Near half wall, fires that across to the neutral zone. Picked up there by the Stars, and they look to dump in, but they'll have to circle back to the neutral zone. It's Viscoso going point to point there. He chips it on up, and controlling are the Stars as they dump on in. Rolling puck comes all the way behind the Blackhawks net. Fired up to the near corner. The Blackhawks will have to circle back for it. It's Polyakov, though, on the forecheck. He's able to gum up that zone breakout. Now Shulman for support. Tries to fire it back to Polyakov. Blackhawks emerge, but only so far as the blue line. And now it's a mini break here for the Blackhawks. Getting back is Coronati. Speaker kicks that shot aside. And the Blackhawks look to control. It's the Blackhawks at the near half wall, but separated from the puck by the Stars. And now here come the Stars. A 2-on-2. Curling into the zone. It's Shulman on the backhand. Fires that. It hits the back of the cage. Wrong side if you're a Stars fan. Right side if you're a Blackhawks fan. Gitman controls the puck now in the near corner. It hit the Zamboni doors and taken a strange carom. Blackhawks will take over once again. They chip it up to the point and out of the zone. Russo settles that puck down in the neutral zone. He tracks all the way back to his blue line to go point to point there as the Stars try to work it up in front of the scorer's table this time. Stars control, this time through Shulman. He'll leave it there as the Stars try the near side of the ice. Russo on the backhand. Under a minute left to play here in the first period from E.J. Murray. And the Stars able to work that puck to the far point. Fired in, deflection on net. Oh, it was Adamick who had gotten his stick on that to deflect it on net. And it was a wonderful save by the Blackhawks. Ensuing shot saved as well. It sits right at the top of the blue paint. It's dived on there. And so, well, we're going to get another cross-check in the back here, and we'll see if any call comes. But it was a couple of shots on goal there by the Stars. And it's going to be a warning at the very least. We'll see if it's a penalty called with 34.6 left to go. It is, in fact, a cross-checking penalty on the Blackhawks. The Stars will go right back to the power play with just over half a minute left to go here in the first period. And it'll be a near circle drop. Now we'll see exactly how many Blackhawks come out onto the ice. Looks like 4. Didn't see a Blackhawks skater go to the box, but of course, mere formality in youth hockey truly. Does appear to be 4 Blackhawks out on the ice. And to take this draw is Bergman. Bergman at the circle. Wins that, but forward, and so settling it down is Murphy. He does very well to work it for Gitman. In the slot now are the Stars. They try to get that on net. Oh, it's a wonderful save by the Blackhawks as the Stars nearly were home. Instead, though, it's the Blackhawks keeping this a 2-goal game. It's Murphy, tries to set up the slapper and then work it back toward Gitman. Murphy on the puck, on the backhand, fires it in, and it's another nice save by the Blackhawks netminder. And so, shots now even at 12 apiece with just 11 seconds remaining here in the first. 1:37 left to go on the man advantage for the Stars. Bergman wins that to Gitman. Gitman back to Murphy. Murphy all the way across. Look out. Shot comes in. It's a goal. It was Bolonic who did the damage. And with just 3 seconds remaining here in the first, it's Stars 3, Blackhawks nothing. Another power play goal for the road team from Coney Island. Late on in the first period from E.J. Murray. Now it'll be 5-on-5 skating here once the teams come over the boards for the next 3.2 seconds to see out this first period. And it'll be the alternate captain, Russo, to take the drop. He just ties up his man very well. He fires that up in the air. It's going to go over the net. And so after 1, it's Stars 3, Blackhawks nothing. We're going to put 15 minutes on the board. Do it all over again in a moment. Stick around. This is
Midnight Sports. All right, we did it as promised. Put that time back on the clock. Teams have switched sides. This will be the period of the long change in this exhibition from E.J. Murray. It'll be Russo out there to take this drop. He's got Fauci to his right and Briscoe to his left. Murphy and Ramos as the defenders. Puck's dropped. Well, the clock's not right just yet. And so unclear what they're going to do about that, as they're all zeros on the clock right now. But the Blackhawks control in their own end. We're playing real hockey here, even though the clock on your screen is ticking down, just suggestive of the clock in the rink. As we had the score earlier wrong, you could understand how we might have the time wrong. Anyway, here comes a breakaway the other way. It's a 2-on-1 now, odd man rush, as that puck is shepherded aside by Ramos and Russo. And the Stars able to live to fight another day on that. 14:30 left to go as the Blackhawks break in. Speaker kicks that aside. He had gotten just enough of it. And it'll be Ramos trying to work that up toward Briscoe. Briscoe touches it farther. Now back to Ramos. And the Blackhawks dump in once again. Blackhawks on the puck. Dump that puck in deep. Turning for it is Murphy. Murphy with a man on. As Fauci in for support. Puck sits here in the near corner. As Murphy leans on his man there. And we'll get your clock right in just a second. They did eventually put 15 minutes on the board. We're about 20 seconds ahead on our clock here. Anyway, Blackhawks control. They fire that in. Deflection carries it wide of the cage. And it'll be Ramos on the puck, racking that up and out of the zone. Blackhawks dump in once again, but only so far as in front of their bench. And Murphy will receive that pass. He'll go right up the seam. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. He's near the end zone. He shoots it across. Oh, that's touched in by the Stars. Boy, oh boy, looks like it was Fauci who scored it in the end. And that's a Stars goal. And it was Murphy who had carried it almost the entire way. But it was Fauci who touched it home. And just like that, with 14:09 left to go here in the second, it's Stars 4, Blackhawks nothing. Al Murphy received that pass to himself on the dump-in from the Blackhawks. Put it down. Streaked the length of the ice, and he found Fauci, who was cutting back post, who was able to touch it home. And the Stars notch their fourth goal of the game. But here come the Blackhawks. Can never count them out as they'll keep pushing. A lot of hockey left to play here. They fire that in. Hits the side of the net. Speaker gets back across. And that puck's pumped out toward the slot. And O'Connor able to settle it for Bergman. Bergman nearly had it from between his skates. Bolonic will pick up the loose change and dump on in to the offensive zone. It's now the Blackhawks controlling behind their own cage. They rack it all the way around to the near point. And Viscoso touches that in deep.
Bolognic now, stick lifts his man, but the Blackhawks strong on the puck behind the net so far. Puck sits there momentarily. They try and work it up, but can't get it past O'Connor, who dumps it in deep again. It's the Stars cycling the puck well in the Blackhawks zone. The Blackhawks are just going to fire this up and out. Should go for an icing as it rolls all the way down. It does with 13:03 left to go here in the second. It's going to be that Blackhawks shot on goal here too. It's going to be an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Well, shots 14 apiece, but again, the high danger chance is largely in the Stars' favor. As you can see the crooked number on the scoreboard thus far. It'll be Schaefer out there with O'Day as a defensive pairing. Schulman takes that face-off over toward the near half boards. It was settled down. It was Polyakov thrown to the ice, but he had done enough to keep the puck in the zone, and now the Blackhawks fire it out once again. This puck's going to be spinning, not reach the end line, so O'Day hustles back for it. In his own zone, O'Day to the side of his cage, works that puck on up. Stars fired across and get it out of the zone, and now Schulman on the puck at the center line. He's going to dump that puck in. It hits a skate. Reverse the other way. The Stars will take over through Schaefer to O'Day. Once again, 12.5 minutes left to go here in the second as the sun has fully set up here in Yonkers. And it's starting to feel like hockey. Bouncing puck all the way back across the crease. It's touched home and scored. That's a Star. Hard to see from this vantage point who touched it home. But just like that, it's Stars 5. Blackhawks nothing. And it was Gitman who did the damage. David Gitman touches that one home and increases this Stars lead to 5. And the Blackhawks not too happy about it. On the near side of the ice, that's a broken stick, it looks like. And so, it'll be Russo on the puck. That stick looked broken before the Blackhawks went to the bench. Obviously frustrating to have a stick broken. And these sticks cost hundreds of dollars, and so you can understand the players' frustration out there to lose a stick in an exhibition game. Anyway, we play on. Every player's had it happen. And so every player out there empathetic to the Blackhawks man who had a stick broken. It's now the Stars trying to set up shop in the offensive zone once again. Puck rolls behind the net. Stars looking to keep their foot on the gas here as the Blackhawks will come the other way. Murphy and Ramos get back. Blackhawks fire it in. Speaker fights that one off. Rolling puck to the end wall, near corner, settled down by Murphy and then reversed around. It's Ramos on the puck up to the defensive blue line, and Kotcher fires that in once he gains the line. Adamick on the forecheck. Stars really cooking on their forecheck right now, but it is the Blackhawks able to break out. Coronati and Viscoso back. Point to point, Viscoso for Coronati. On up through the neutral zone. It was Adamick who had touched up that puck. Blackhawks will take over, though. All the way across. Look out. Off the bench there was Briscoe. He tried to fire that one in. The Ice Monster did get him on it, and so we tick toward 11 minutes left to play here as Coronati works that puck up to Viscoso at his own blue line. Viscoso streaks forward with the puck. He's bodied off of it there. This shot's going to come in on Speaker, and he'll just move it on over for Russo. Onward we play. Under 11 to go as Russo has that puck on his stick. Feathers it up to the neutral zone. It was Fauci able to work that into the offensive zone, and so the Stars look to take over at the end boards once again. Blackhawks have it in the near corner. They fire it all the way up and out. Look out. That home run pass might connect if the Stars aren't wise to it, as the Blackhawks looking to generate some offense here in the second period. Coronati up to Schulman, up to the blue line, but not out once again. Ice Monster first gets that shot on the forehand. It comes across. Speaker gets a toe on it to cut out the back post threat. Boy, oh boy, the Blackhawks very close to putting that one home. Instead, the Stars break out in the other direction. Schulman shoots in. Deflection carries it up and over into the netting. And we can all take a breath with 10:08 left to go here in the second period. It'll be an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Now Schaefer and O'Day out there as the defensive pairing. O'Connor, Bolognic, and Bergman as the forwards. And, well, looks like it went off a Stars stick into the netting, so it's going to come outside the zone, this face-off, in the neutral zone. And apologies, of course, for the resolution and end zone view. Just can't get a better connection from the cell towers. We'll be back in action tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. The Stars take on the Union Thunder from Abe Stark Sports Center. This is Bergman firing in. Laser goes up and over the net. Stars able to keep the zone momentarily. It's chipped up and out. Tracking back is Old Faithful. It's Schaefer on the puck right in front of his own netminder. And boy, that's confidence. Twirled in his defensive slot. Never a doubt that he was going to get that puck to safety, and that's exactly what he did. Stars all the way across. Covered up there by the Blackhawks with 9:34 left to go here in the second. 9:33, mark that. And so we'll have an offensive zone draw here for the Stars. But in any event, Union Thunder tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. right here on Midnight Sports. It's actually a special doubleheader on Midnight Sports as the 18U Stars national team is in action against the North Jersey Avalanche at 11 a.m. tomorrow from Abe Stark. Don't forget to tune in for that one, too. You just can't get enough youth hockey. You can get your fill on Midnight Sports. It's Belonik on the forehand, shoots just high in the top far corner, and O'Day settles that rebound down and dumps right back in. Now 9:06 left to go here in the second as that puck comes into the slot, and some good stick work by the Blackhawks prevents the Stars from touching that one home down low, top of the blue paint. Blackhawks fighting hard out there tonight. Try and get back into this one, and defensive plays like that are a good place to start from as they had cut out the Stars' threat with 9 minutes even left to go here in the second. Not even halfway through this one, folks. Keep it right here on Midnight Sports. That puck's cleared all the way out of the offensive zone. Saucering puck's going to come back to Speaker, who just touches it wide for Murphy. Murphy settles it down, works it on over for the captain. And Ramos works it up for Polyakov. Polyakov gives chase now on the forecheck. It's Schulman picking up a loose change, firing in. Saved nicely there by the Blackhawks netminder. Still loose, top of the blue paint. Murphy comes in, shoots just wide of the cage, but that first shot was on target by the Stars. Murphy nearly home on the rebound. He pinches up once again to cut out the threat. Stars making some good decisions. Beware the commentator's curse out there, but the Stars pinching at the right times and dropping back at the right times thus far this evening. And it'll be the Blackhawks trying to work that up and out of the zone. Unable to do so at first. A nice save once again by the Blackhawks netminder. Sees this puck. Find the Blackhawks man. Long reach of Murphy. Cuts out the initial threat. Look out. It's fired in. Well, it was the commentator's curse. Apologies here from the Midnight Sports booth. But just like that, the Blackhawks able to find the back of the net at the far post. And so 8 minutes even. It's Stars 5, Blackhawks 1. As we stay here at E.J. Murray up in Yonkers. It'll be the Stars on the ensuing faceoff. Russo with Viscoso and Coronati behind him. Looks like Adamick. And Kotcher on the left wing. Adamick takes that faceoff win, tries to shepherd it back. It's just going to be pitched in on Speaker, who kicks that one aside. And Adamick feathers that up to the point. Not out just yet. Thrown all the way across as the Blackhawks warming to the task here halfway through the second. Viscoso on the puck. He's going to come all the way around, chip that up to the blue line, but not out. Blackhawks have a little time and ice here in the offensive zone. They look to throw it out. Side of the cage. It was Viscoso who had settled that puck down. Still side of the cage. Fired in front. Speaker with the save. He chips it aside. Does Ryan Speaker. And now Adamick tries to throw that puck out of the zone. He does. And the Stars live to fight another day. Boy, that would have been a huge momentum emphasis there by the Blackhawks had they been able to touch that one home. Now Coronati bodies his man in the slot. Fired in over the cage by the Blackhawks. Onward we play. The game has picked up here from E.J. Murray. Blackhawks keep the zone. They try to fire it in. Goes off a body. Viscoso stood up his man and stopped the puck. Bouncing puck off the dasher. Viscoso in to try and clean it up. Adamick kicks it farther. Out of the zone that puck goes. It's now a 2-on-1 for the Stars. Kotcher and Adamick. Kotcher pushed wide. Feathers it over for Adamick, who tries to shovel it home. A wonderful save there by the Blackhawks goaltender. Onward we play. It's the Blackhawks trying to get that puck out of the zone in the far corner, but it works up to Coronati. Slapper comes across. Brave shot block. Puck still gets through, but it's fought off there by the Blackhawks netminder. And it's the Stars keeping the zone. Fired all the way across. Pinching in now is Belonik, who was manning that far point position. Stars making a change with the puck in the offensive zone. Viscoso had come in, try and take a shot. No passing lane for him. Rolling puck right across the low slot. And now it's going to be sent all the way out of the zone. This should go for an icing. No, it's waved. And so it'll be O'Day to pick up in his own end. O'Day quick up as the Blackhawks are making a change. Fauci touches it up for Bolognic. Bolognic on the puck side of the cage. Shoots high. That one's going to be racked up to the far point. O'Day reaches around his man, but he's going to get called here for a trip with 5:54 left to go in the second. Stars up 4, but about to be down a man on the O'Day tripping call for the next 2 minutes here at E.J. Murray. Well, this faceoff should come all the way down to the Stars' end. And you've got to expect it to be at the near circle. Excuse me, far circle. In that end. Now, Speaker just buying his penalty killers a little bit of time. Always likes to go ask what the call was. Get an extra 5 seconds or so of breathing time for his defenders. It's the Blackhawks now on the puck. They work it up to the point. And Russo on the forecheck. Forces the pass over toward the blue line. It was Bergman who was able to deflect the puck off his skates. And now the Stars, through Murphy, get that puck up and out of the zone. A wonderful feathered pass out of the zone. The Stars with a little time and space to reset. Ramos uses the boards to eject that puck out of the zone again. This time the Blackhawks are offside with 5:27 left to go here in the second. And 1:33 left to go on the man advantage for South Westchester. Now the Blackhawks did not like that offside call. It looked like they were very close to touching up at the blue line. But only 2 opinions matter out there, and it's the men wearing stripes. And so we'll see. It looked like it was a dump in from center ice, and hence the faceoff will be at center ice. This is Russo, Murphy, Ramos, and Bergman as the penalty killer's out there. Pucks drop forward. Bergman able to work it into the offensive zone. Nearly dances around one man, then 2. Blackhawks come away with it, and they work it up to the neutral zone. It's a 3-on-3 developing here for the Blackhawks. Into the offensive zone. Drop pass connects. Top of the circle. Speaker able to fight that off, and then it hits the outside of the post. Ooh, it was a close one. Murphy takes a huge hit, and he's stared down by the Blackhawks man. But Murphy able to get the puck up and out, doing his job as a penalty-killing defenseman out there with no regard for his body. It's now the Stars trying to work the puck off the Blackhawks as the Blackhawks enter the zone. Into the slot, Murphy again comes across, cuts out the threat, and now Shulman able to get that puck up and out of the zone. 46 seconds left to go in the man advantage here. Murphy again on the puck, and he works it past his man, and it'll be Shulman dumping that puck into the offensive end, but not too far, doesn't go for an icing. Kills off more of this man advantage for the Blackhawks. Home run pass. Ramos able to get in front of. Stars control. It's Gitman. Worked wide, but dumping into the offensive end are the Stars. 23 seconds left to go in the man advantage here for the road team. Defending, that is. It's a man advantage for the Blackhawks. Blackhawks all the way into the offensive zone here. They've got the puck at the near circle. They try to feather it across, but Viscoso there to swipe it wide. Shulman works it up to the point. Not out just yet. Swing shot goes wide of the cage. Coronati to pick up at the far half wall. He's able to flick that up and out. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey here as the penalty to O'Day is over. And shot in there by the Stars. Juicy rebound in front. That was a nice save. Turned into a good zone clearance by the Blackhawks. Viscoso picks up, gains the line, dumps that puck in off the dasher. Bouncing puck settled at first by the Blackhawks, but now the Stars on it. They throw it toward the slot. Look out. Here comes a partial break. It's now a 1-on-1, and it was Coronati getting back to cut out the threat, and then a quick up by Polyakov. Sees that dumped into the offensive zone. Blackhawks will turn it right back the other way in the neutral zone. Standing up his man is Coronati. Gitman on the puck. Oh, boy, he's able to hit his man who was going in for the hit on him. Gitman cannot believe the call here, as Gitman was all lined up in the sights of the Blackhawks man, and instead hit the Blackhawks man after releasing the puck, but he's going to get called for having his hands just a little too high with 13:12 left to go in the second. They'll go to the box, and the Stars will go back to the penalty kill for the next 2 minutes, and we've got a timeout called here on the ice from E.J. Murray, which will give us time to visit for the first time this season with our sponsors. Youth Hockey on Midnight Sports is brought to you by Put It on a Chair. Hockey fans, have you been folding and putting your laundry away all these years like a dummy? Well, with this new time-saving strategy, your days of wasting hours on cleaning clothes are over. It's Put It on a Chair. That's right. Just put those clean, unfolded clothes on a chair. You won't burn needless hours folding the clothes, and they'll be right there waiting for you whenever you need them. No looking through dressers or closets. And as a bonus, sometimes if you put the shirt or pair of pants you just wore on a chair, by the next morning, it'll be clean enough. It's Put It on a Chair, saving you time, starting now. Well, 2 minutes up on the board here from E.J. Murray. Stars back on the penalty kill. Be a face-off right here in front of the camera well in the Stars' end. 3:12, as you can see on your screen. Shots 21-20 in the Blackhawks' favor, but like a broken record, high danger chances still in the Stars' favor, and they've been able to convert on them here tonight thus far. And so we'll see what twists and turns remain in this game. But a reminder, 10 a.m. and 12:30 p.m. tomorrow right here on Midnight Sports. It's more New York Stars hockey. First, the 18U team takes on the North Jersey Avalanche. And then immediately after, from Abe Stark, this 16U national team takes on the Union Thunder. Tune in tomorrow right here on Midnight Sports. All right, over the boards come Murphy, Ramos, O'Connor, and Kotcher. Players backed out of the circle. O'Connor ties up his man. Puck sits there for Murphy, and he's able to slap it wide. Boy, it was a nice face-off win by O'Connor as he was able to kick the puck back toward Murphy, and Murphy cleared the zone to start. Now it's the Blackhawks setting up at the near point. They fire that in. Speaker kicks that shot aside. Bouncing puck is then sticked aside by Speaker with a little help from his friends. O'Connor dove and was able to get that puck out of the zone and then fires it in deep. And so it's a shot for each team as that shot was on net on the Stars dump in. It's the Blackhawks trying to break out once again. They do at their own blue line. 1:21 left to go in the man advantage. 2-on-2 developing. Scoso pushes his man wide, looking for that slot pass. Are the Blackhawks as they come around the net? Will settle it down at the near circle. The Blackhawks using the linesman to stay up as O'Connor minds his man at this near circle. It's the Blackhawks still at the near circle, taking the puck down low. Now working it up to the top of the circle, firing in. Speaker blockers that aside. Saw it all the way as Viscoso had cleared the blue paint. It's now the Blackhawks up at the blue line, firing that across. Deflection carries that puck wide, and the Blackhawks will have to try again. All the way across that puck comes, looking for a one-timer where the Blackhawks, it just didn't connect. Shot goes high of the cage as the Blackhawks control once again far side of the ice. They'll feather that down low and try and work it out of this near corner. Blackhawks on the puck once again at the near point. They fire that all the way across. Speaker kicks that shot out, and now the Stars desperately need to clear the zone here as the Blackhawks have it at the end line. Blackhawks work that up to the top of the near circle. Fired in. Speaker's either going to need to freeze this or Ramos is going to need to eject it out of the zone. He's able to use the dasher and he gets it up to the far point. Not out just yet. Blackhawks go point to point there as they fire in once again, looking for a deflection. Blackhawks still on the puck, trying to fire that across. Are the Blackhawks all the way up to the top of the slot. Push down low for the one-timer. That shot goes wide. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey as Speaker gets across to shut down the wraparound there. Oh boy, Blackhawks nearly home on that one. Instead, the big leg pad of Speaker cuts out the threat, and now the Stars in business in the offensive end. It's Kotcher giving chase on the forecheck. Under a minute left to go here in the second as the Stars take over. It's Bolonic looking to work that puck on over for Briscoe. Briscoe on the puck. Tries to kick it up to the point. Oh, a huge collision at the blue line. It was Viscoso. It separated his man from the puck, and then Speaker gets the big glove on it. Well, really, a blocker works it over for O'Day. That shot was always going wide, but O'Day streaks into the offensive zone, fires that in. Rebound loose in front. It's the Stars picking up through Fauci. It goes just high of the cage, and the puck sits in the offensive end. Stars working it down low. Under 20 left to go here in the second. Stars still on the puck. They work it up to Fauci at the near point. Fauci just dumps that puck in smartly. Veteran play there with not much time left on the clock. This puck's going to come all the way down on Speaker, and he's going to work it over for Fauci. Doesn't want to give the Blackhawks a free face-off here. Fauci able to just tie it up in the corner. Again, a wonderful veteran play there from Fauci. And so after 2, it's Stars 5, Blackhawks 1. Keep it right here. Put 15 minutes on the board. Do it one last time from E.J. Murray. This is Midnight Sports. All right, we promised it. We delivered 15 more minutes on the board for one last time from E.J. Murray. And it'll be Russo at the dot to take this drop. Goalies being checked, boards being pounded. Puck drop, clean win by Russo. Shepherded from Kocher back to O'Day. O'Day being told by Schaefer to work it up to the near side here. And he nearly had Kocher, who is going to be shrieking up the strong side. It was a good call from Schaefer because there was an aggressive forecheck from the Blackhawks. And now it's the Stars dumping into the offensive zone. It's Adamek on the puck nearly at the end boards. He's able to work it over for Kocher. Kocher on up to O'Day. O'Day fires in. A good screen by Adamek. Sees that shot go just wide. Adamek takes that pass from Schaefer. Schaefer takes the pass back as the Blackhawks look to clear the zone. Stars are doing well here in the first 40 seconds of the final frame. Teams again switch side. So the period of the long change is over here as the Blackhawks on an aggressive forecheck, clearly told at the bench during that intermission to sell out on the forecheck so far. Stars will dump in to try and kill off more of this game. It's the Blackhawks in the near corner, but only so far as Kocher, who able to do enough to keep that puck in the zone, then fired in by the Stars. It was a wonderful shot by Coronati. Shulman nearly tipped it home. Instead, saved nicely by the Blackhawks, and so it'll be an offensive zone draw here with 13:51, I should say, left to go in the third. And it'll be Shulman at the dot. He's going to have Coronati and Viscoso behind him. Looks like it'll be Gitman and Polyakov as the wingers. Gitman works hard to get that puck up to his defenseman, fired in. Now Shulman goes to try and take over that puck in the far corner. It's Polyakov thinking the Blackhawks take the early pass, but they're going to skate this up and out of the zone. They nearly connect in the slot, but Viscoso able to get the body in the way, and the pass just a little too hot to handle. Blackhawks fire that in. Oh, on a deflection, they shoot and score. And just like that, the Blackhawks make this one just a little more uncomfortable for the Stars as that puck took a deflection, found the back of the net on the ice. Seeing eye puck there. And so 13:21 left to go here from E.J. Murray. We told you not to change the channel, and we hope you didn't. Of course, you wouldn't be hearing me anyway if you did. But it's now the Blackhawks 2, the Stars 5. Blackhawks take over that faceoff win. Speaker sticks that up into the netting. And it'll be a faceoff with 13:15 left to go here in the third in the Stars zone. Well, this is going to be a face-off in the near circle, far side, as the Blackhawks tie up the Stars there at the dot, and they work it up to the point. There's a long stick, though, by the Stars. They're able to work it forward and take over. Bergman on the puck. He's got O'Connor back this way. He shoots. He scores anyway. Oh, baby. And put it fast to reestablish their 4-goal lead. And just like that, it's Stars 6, Blackhawks 2 on the Bergman wrister that found the top corner of the net. Well, a special shout out, of course, to all our Midnight Sports viewers out there, including but not limited to Coach Carney and the boys. Thanks so much for tuning in here tonight as the Stars take that face-off win and work it on in deeper. Bergman leans on his man at the end wall. The Blackhawks try to work that puck up and out. They're able to work it across the defensive zone into the neutral zone, all the way toward the offensive zone. Come the Blackhawks. They shoot. Speaker chops that out of the air. Loose puck in front, and the Stars able to do enough to get that puck toward the end board safely. Now the Blackhawks have it. Side of the cage. They throw it in front. Speaker swipes it back, and now he covers that puck up. Thought he had put it at the end boards. Little surprised to see that puck in the blue paint, but see it he did. 12:28 remaining to go here from Yonkers. Defensive zone draw upcoming for the boys from Coney Island. Well, it will be Showman on the faceoff. Clean win. Back on over to O'Day. O'Day back to Schaefer. Schaefer will try the far side of the ice. Schaefer on the puck. Works that through the neutral zone on the wrister. He's going to dump on in. Puck rolls all the way to the end boards. Blackhawks to it first. They'll work it over toward the weak side of the ice, but Showman gets to it first. Top of the circle. Dumps it in once again. Puck just sits in the corner, then feathered around by the Blackhawks. They'll escape the zone with this bouncing puck. Blackhawks through the neutral zone. Now into the offensive zone, but the Stars able to get in the way at first of that zone break-in. Look out. Far side of the circles. The Blackhawks try to move that all the way across. Speaker had gotten across as well, and he was able to just kick that out. Now it'll be Briscoe on the puck. Skating that all the way into the neutral zone and into the offensive zone. Briscoe keeps his skates, takes 2 hits, and still able to dump that puck in. He had a little help from Fauci, but good work there by Briscoe as it will be Russo on the puck and working it deeper with Fauci. Blackhawks look to take over once again. They blow it higher there, and it'll be Russo and Briscoe combining, cycling the puck down low. Briscoe again keeps his skates, now knocked off of them, and Russo tries to take that puck and work it out front. This one's going to go wide of the cage for an icing with 11:12 remaining here in the third. It'll be an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Well, it's an exhibition game for sure, but the Stars playing like their hair is on fire out there tonight. And truly, they've played hard all season. Always nice, though, to see it show up on the scoreboard at both ends of the ice. It's now the Blackhawks trying to work that puck up and out. It's that bad puck luck we've been talking about here on Midnight Sports, where the Stars were doing everything right, and the puck just would not bounce into the back of the net. Tonight, though, is a different story for the men in blue. And so now it'll be the Stars working that puck up through the neutral zone, just out of everyone's reach. Should go for an icing. It does cross the end line. 10:39 left to go here in the third. And so we'll do it all over again from the Stars' end. It looks like it'll be Ramos and Murphy, Russo, Adamick, and Kocher out there as the forwards. Stars lean over the dot here. It's Russo on the backhand trying to win it behind. He wins it to the half wall. Blackhawks dump in anyway. Both teams in agreement on where that puck should end up. And it's Ramos over for Murphy. Murphy on up to Adamick. Adamick touches the puck in front of him. He finds Russo. Russo shovels it forward there. Sticked aside by the Blackhawks netminder, and the Blackhawks look to take over once again. It's Adamick. Long reach. on the back check. But the Stars, through Murphy and Adamick, did very well to separate their man from the puck. Now the Stars pour forward. It's Murphy nearly touching that one home. Fired in and home by Adamick. Just like that, the visitors tally another. And it's free chili for everybody as the Stars reach 7 goals. Don't forget to save your ticket stub. Find your nearest Wendy's and then regret all of your life choices. 4 hours later, it's Stars 7, Blackhawks 2 with 10:03 left to go here from E.J. Murray. Well, ensuing face-off here for the Stars as they try to see this one out. Still a lot of hockey left. Double digits on the clock for just a moment more. It is Gitman dumping that puck in deep, and now the Stars firing on the forecheck here. It's Polyakov taking the puck off his man in the near corner. Bouncing puck's going to come all the way out to the near half wall, and here come the Blackhawks. Ramos gets back, and they shoot in, do the Blackhawks. That one ends up in the netting, though, with 9:42 remaining. Well, the clock continuing to roll for a moment, so we'll call it 9:38. In the third period, it will be Blackhawks with an offensive zone draw. This one's going to come to Speaker's left. Puck's dropped, bounces up to the blue line. Blackhawks control there. One-timer doesn't quite connect. It'll be Schaefer settling that puck down in the far corner. Schaefer bodies his man there. Gets leaned on just a bit, but he comes away with the puck and chips it up just past the blue line. It's now the Blackhawks point-to-point at their own blue line with the puck as we tick toward 9 minutes even left to go in this one. Schaefer settles that puck down in front of his cage, throws it off the boards, up and out of the zone once again, and this time the Blackhawks fire that one into the Stars bench. But 9:07 remaining to go here in the final frame. It'll be a face-off in the neutral zone. And no harm, no foul there. Everyone looks fine on the Stars bench. And so, center ice drop upcoming. It will be Fauci to take. Fauci wins that over toward Viscoso. Viscoso settles that puck down, storms forward, turns around, and works it back for Coronati. Coronati on the puck, back to Viscoso. Viscoso chips that up and out of the zone. Good play there by the Stars. They had drawn in Blackhawks defenders. Fauci delays as the Stars come back for it. Fauci had to wait there as the Stars needed to get onside. They did. Pushed up there by the Stars. As the Blackhawks take over that puck in the neutral zone, they'll dump in. Turning now is Viscoso. Look out. Bodies his man against the glass. Fairly adjudged by the officials. It's the Blackhawks on the puck. Near corner, trying to work that out front. Can't quite do it on the first try. They do retain possession. Bottom of the near circle. They'll work it back to the end boards. Cycle play is strong right now for the Blackhawks as they fire in. It hits the side of the cage, comes out front. Stars first to it, and they're able to chip it up and out. 2-on-2 developing here for the Stars. They streak into the offensive zone. They fire in. It hits a body in front. It was Bergman who was nearly home there. Instead, the Stars will have to reset in the offensive zone. Bergman able to slow that puck down long enough for the Stars to set up shop, but now we'll get a call, and it's going to be a slash. We'll see who's going to the box here for the visitors, as they had been touching the puck. And so it's Bergman to the box for a slash with 7:57 left to go here in the third. It will be a penalty-killing defensive zone draw for the Stars, with Ramos and Murphy as the defenders. Stars able to swipe that forward to the blue line. Not out just yet. Blackhawks on the puck. Point to point there. They'll chip on in. Blackhawks still on the puck. Near half wall. And they'll circle all the way down to the bottom part of the zone. They try to come around. Speaker had gotten across. They hit the outside of the pipe anyway. And so now the Stars push that up to the blue line. Not out. 1:43 left to go in the man advantage here. Gotta think this is one of the Blackhawks' final chances to really get within touching distance of the Stars. They fire in. Speaker shuts down the shot. It's racked up to the near point. Not out just yet. Blackhawks fire in once again, and they control the puck in the near corner. Puck touched up to the near point. Blackhawks looking to set up once again down in that near corner. They fire it behind the cage. They do like to pop out from that end wall toward the slot. Streaking in, covered very nicely by Kocher. Now loose in front. Speaker with the initial save. A wonderful clearance there by the Stars. And so the Blackhawks will have to circle all the way back to their zone for the puck. Blackhawks work that puck up to the neutral zone. And taking over, though, is Russo. Russo all alone in the offensive zone on the kill. Able to eat up some of this penalty kill for the Stars. 49 seconds left to go in the man advantage here for the Blackhawks. They fired all the way across. Got that puck in the slot, but it was Russo tracking back. Cuts out the threat, gains the neutral zone, gains the line, and dumps in a one-man penalty-killing machine out there. Right now is the alternate captain as the puck comes over to the far side of the ice, and it's flicked all the way up, but it was a kick save and a butte by the Stars. It was O'Day. It looked like it was able to cut out the threat at first. It is O'Day, in fact, at that end wall, now bodying his man. Blackhawks control at those end boards, looking for that slot pass. They'll settle for the far point. They dance in, feather it just a bit lower. Turning shot goes wide of the cage, and there's 7 seconds left to go in the man advantage now as O'Day looks to settle that puck down. Comes up to the slot, but again, there's that man Russo. He's able to flick it up and out of the zone. Stars kill off the penalty, and onward we play here with under 6 minutes left to go from E.J. Murray. Now the Stars trying to keep that puck in the neutral zone, or at least out of their own zone as it's dumped in by the Blackhawks. Schaefer first to the puck. Backhands it to himself to the near corner. Schaefer still on the puck. Works it up to the blue line. Not out just yet. Good back checking by the Blackhawks. Sees that fired across, but it was O'Day who was able to get a stick-on-stick to cut out the shot that ended up going wide, I should say. Blackhawks body their men there behind the cage. Stars, though, again through O'Day, able to keep the puck on his stick and escape the zone. Alec O'Day having himself a day out there as he comes all the way into the offensive zone, shoots on net, and that puck's going to be frozen by the Blackhawks netminder. And so 5:08 left to go here in the third. It'll be an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Over the boards, O'Connor, Bolonic, to be Viscoso, Briscoe, and Coronati. Clean win by the Stars. Fired in. Saved nicely by the Blackhawks once again. Puck will come all the way around to the near half wall. Not out just yet, but here come the Blackhawks. It's a 3-on-3 developing. Briscoe getting back for support as the Blackhawks come all the way into the zone. Coronati separates his man from the puck. Literally takes over the puck and tries to work it up and out of the zone. The Stars do exactly that. They're going to streak down the strong side here. Turning with the puck is Bolonic. Firing in. And the Blackhawks netminder got a glove on that one. Pushed it up and over the cage. Ensuing shot nearly deflected on net. Still loose as it was saved. And it'll be Coronati tracking back for that puck. He's going to find Bolonic. Bolonic, one-touch pass up to O'Connor. O'Connor on the backhand. That shot goes just wide off a deflection. And the Blackhawks take over in their own zone. They work it up to the neutral zone. Blackhawks still skating hard out there. It must be said, so are the Stars to preserve this victory. It's Viscoso up for Bolonic. Back to Viscoso. Gets hooked just a bit, but taking over there are the Stars. Stars into the offensive zone through Polyakov. Does the smart thing and dumps that puck in. O'Connor on the forecheck. Harasses his man, pushes him wide. It'll now be Shulman making the Blackhawks take the early pass, and so the Stars come back to the offensive end. Long shot fired in. It's just going to be gloved up and dropped by the Blackhawks netminder, so play can continue. So Stars on the forecheck. Shulman and Polyakov, 61 and 51, working hard to keep this puck in the offensive end, and so far so good for the Stars. Polyakov strong on the stick. Shulman gets tripped up there, but it was a stick that was playing the puck, and so you're never going to get that call, especially up 5 goals with only 3.5 left to go. It's Gitman now in on the forecheck. Polyakov in there with him. Leaning on their men are the Blackhawks, and Shulman in for support. 5 players trying to dig this puck out of the corner. Stars happy to kill off all 210 seconds left in this one in the offensive corner. Look out. Slapper comes in, comes right to the glass. Boy, it would have been a souvenir had it been about 3 feet higher. And the Blackhawks will get that puck out of the zone. Settling it down is Coronati. Back for Viscoso. Under 3 minutes left to play here as that puck sits in the neutral zone on a Blackhawks stick. Point-to-point go the Blackhawks. Touching it farther, though, are the Stars. It's Gitman kicking it to himself after intercepting the pass. Gitman still on the puck now in the far corner. Gitman gets it onto the forehand. Stars making a change, so Gitman's going to dump that in deep so the Stars can get a full defensive change out there. It's the Blackhawks taking over near corner, working that puck up and out, but without possession. And so it'll be Ramos dumping that puck right back in. And the bouncing puck will find a Blackhawks stick, but no more. It's the Stars able to keep that puck in the zone momentarily through Russo. Blackhawks look to escape. They do to the neutral zone, but it'll be Kocher taking over there. Kocher works that puck over toward Russo, and now it's Ramos streaking forward on the puck. Carries it into the offensive end, keeps the zone. On the backhand comes Ramos. Switches, no look, forehand shot. Goes just wide, and the Stars able to keep the zone. Murphy tries to fire that puck in. Spinning puck hopped over his stick, but he gets it back. Works it deep for Russo as we take under 2 minutes left to play here. The Blackhawks will try to break out again. The Blackhawks through the neutral zone, dumping that puck in. Bouncing puck on Speaker, so he's going to hold that one after getting a shout from his defenders, so the Stars can complete a change if they so desire. 1:44 left to go. Stars 7, Blackhawks 2. And a defensive zone draw upcoming for the road team. Now it'll be Russo to take this drop far side of the ice on his strong backhand, able to tie his man up and kick the puck up to Adam. Adamek now on the puck, dances into the neutral zone, dumps into the offensive zone. Stars have played this one very smart when they took that early lead, playing a possession game here and killing off as much of the clock as they can. And so the Stars track back to the neutral zone. They fire it up to the blue line. It's Fauci on the puck. On the forehand comes Fauci. Fires that all the way across. He was looking for Adamek, but his stick lifted at the last second. Stars, though, have that puck chipped out of the zone by the Blackhawks. Getting back was Kocher. Cut out the threat. Stars did well not to take it too many men there as the Blackhawks will dump in. Just 61 seconds left to go here from Yonkers as the Stars flick that puck up into the offensive zone without possession. It was Bergman who nearly picked the pocket of his man, and now Briscoe will have to delay. The Stars, though, offside with 47 seconds left to play. A reminder, 11 a.m., 18U Stars take on the North Jersey Avalanche tomorrow morning from Abe Stark. If you can't make it to the barn, definitely turn on Midnight Sports. We'll have all the coverage for you starting at 11 a.m. and then stick around for this very Stars team, 16U National, taking on the Union Thunder at 12:30 p.m. tomorrow, right here on Midnight Sports. Face-off one there by the Stars, and they'll work it up to Fauci, who just dumps that into the offensive zone. As we tick just under 40 seconds left to go, we'll sync our clocks here when the clock in the arena gets to 35, and so it has. A long dump in there. Speaker able to just glove that aside, and the Stars work that puck up to the blue line, not out just yet. The Blackhawks want to get that final goal in this game. They streak to the side, throw it across, and they do score. Well, just like that, the Blackhawks make this a little bit closer with 18 seconds left to go in this one. Certainly the result's not in doubt, but a consolation goal there for South Westchester, who, it must be said, never gave up in this one. They kept on pushing until nearly the literal last second. So the Stars, just 18 and a half ticks left to see this one out. As that faceoff won by Fauci, tapped on up. And then back to the Stars' blue line. The Stars will flick that off the glass. Blackhawks with 10 seconds left want more. Stars getting away there, and Fauci takes over the puck, tries to slap it farther. It just sits in the neutral zone, and the Stars fire that all the way across, and that'll do it. Here from E.J. Murray. That's a Stars win. We've gone final. It's New York Stars 7, South Westchester Blackhawks 3. Thanks so much for tuning in to Midnight Sports. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, stay safe.